brushing. Once your hair gets really long, it gets real hard to start twirling your crown. That's when brushes like these, the football pointed ones, they start to come in handy as you get more hair. You don't want to be overlapping and just, when you have more hair, you got more naps. So what you're trying to do while brushing is you're trying to minimize your naps. You're trying to, lay your naps down so they can be waves, ropes. And that gets harder to do as you start to get more hair. See how the hair is becoming more resistant. It's not because your hair is stubborn, but it's just because you have more of it. So it becomes more resistant to desired pattern. So what you have to do to combat that, other than getting a haircut, is that you have to brush more. See, like I usually wake up and go do some cardio, I'll be working out right now, but I have to put in a little extra time because I didn't get a haircut. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just skip on some brushing, but to get your wolf to really lay down, if you're trying to go for a long haul or not getting a haircut, you just gotta have to put in a little bit more sessions in it. It's not about the grease or the kits or chemicals. It becomes more about, just brushing your hair more. You got to get in a little extra more time. It's a sucky thing to do, I know. It's like playing, it's kind of like, I want to play Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I want to play that on like a tournament level. I want to get real good at that, to play it really competitively. But, unless you know the combos, unless you get down certain combos and you got them down all the time, you're going to get creamed. So you just have to do stuff like go into practice mode and keep doing the same thing over and over and over until you get it right. That's how it is with the waves. You have to keep doing this over and over and over until you get it right. And then once you get it right, you still have to change because, you're trying to play competitively, right? So somebody else might know that trick. So then you might have to change up your gameplay. Just like that. That's why waving is so hard because, your hair, you're not going to stop your hair from growing. I don't care about your brushing. You're not going to stop your hair from growing. Your hair is always going to grow. So when your hair grows, you have to accommodate for that. All of a sudden, brushing 20 or 30 minutes ain't going to do you no good. Once you got about another, inch or two of hair, you have to change up your whole game plan. Now it's all about that morning brush before we brush our teeth to the evening brush before we, eat lunch to, before we go to bed now, might have to be a little bit longer, It's a lot of things to take into account, when you trying to be elite. I'm talking for my elite wavers, the ones that really trying to spin all the way around. You know what I mean? The ones that just want it. They want it all. They want it all. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the future 360 Jeezys, future Sir Cruisers, They just want to keep their hairstyles just like this. I didn't have a lot of hairstyles, bro. But you're not going to compete with these wavers unless you've been waving for at least a decade, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can switch up and get curls and do all that stuff if you want to. Don't come back into the wave game. You have to start all over again, man. I'm telling you, once you stop this brush, once you stop this, I don't care if you had elite waves. You come back, you still gonna need this, man. Yep. All hard work. I I don't care if you're super genetically blessed. You stop lifting, muscle gonna go away. The same thing with the brush. I don't care how good your hair is. I don't care how good your Torino Pro brushes are. You stop using them. You stop brushing. That's it. You can use all the fancy equipment you want to. I've been trying it. Kits, texturizers, new waves, tsunami cream, styling gel, shea butter, pure shea butter, oil, Grow Strong, conditioner. I mean, the list goes on and on. It doesn't matter. If you don't brush your hair, you're not going to get or keep your waves. Okay, that's enough of that hard one. Then I'll switch over to something. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit harder. Switch over to a harder brush. Dang, see, this one right here hurts. This one, you hear that? It hurts, man. Dang, it's a lot of hair. It's just a lot of hair, y'all. That's just what it is. I got a lot of hair. When you try to swirl it, you need that hard brush. Now, as you see, this one is not as pointed. This ain't got no pointed tip. This ain't no football one, so we're not gonna go as deep into the crown area. This is more for the front, you know. Right on that scalp, you know what I mean? Just on that scalp right there. This one I feel it to my scalp. My hair is about a 3 or 4, so it's a pretty thick one right here. Ow. See how them knack-knacks down there? See around the neck area? See, them called knack-knacks. See, knack-knacks are hairs that they have no kind of definition. They're popped up everywhere because they're always under compression from putting on wave caps and stuff. So it's very important to hit them knack-knacks with a hard brush, you know, because most of that's going to be faded anyway once I do a little taper. But as you see on this side, you see how my ropes on this side not really coming in all the way together. This was from a bad taper about, I'm gonna say that was like 6 months ago. I had a really bad taper out and took my taper all the way back. I messed up. And you see now, I'm just now starting to recover the ropes. See that? These two just now starting to come back. The taper was like way up there. These two are just now starting to come back. So I really want to precaution y'all wavers. If you're trying to get your waves to come all the way down to your hairline, be careful with those tapers, okay? Tell your barber that you want a small taper, or you don't want no taper at all, really, or you're trying to keep your waves, because once you go against the grain, I mean, combing against the grain is one thing. Once you cut against the grain, I don't care what they say. You cut your hair against the grain, you are cutting waves off, period. You're cutting waves. So you can go against the grain if you want to. You're cutting off your waves. Any barber knows that. You go to a barber, you tell him, hey man, you want me to leave the waves in there or you want me to cut them out? Now, when he says cut them out, he's going to go against the grain. So every time you go against the grain, you're cutting your waves out, which means that you just brush your hair for nothing. So be careful when you tell your barber what you want, if you're not going to self-cut, because these ropes right here, they kind of important. We always brush our hair a lot in the mirror. And man, I'm telling you, you be on the sides a lot, and you finally get happy with your size, and then you see another waver with a fresh haircut. Y'all go to the barber shop and you done cut off 6-8 hours of brush work. That's sad. I see a lot of wavers doing that. It's sad. They starting over every single year with wolfing and I'm about to get my pattern back and stuff. And then they go to the barber shop and they get cleaned up and they done cut off everything that you was doing. I mean, I was like, what's they doing? Why did he go to the barber shop? Sometimes I know your waves might not look the way they want to, but if you're keeping the brush moving, you got to trust your process, okay? My hair is not going to be all wavy and shiny like how it would when I get a fresh cut, but you have to trust the process, okay? If you put in the work, your waves are going to be there. And if you're putting in the work for your waves to be there, you sure don't want to cut them off, right? Right. So I'm trying to show y'all some secrets and tips on how to keep progress and while you wolf, okay? And what's needed to wolf longer is just more brushing. You just have to brush a little bit more. I'm not saying you got to brush, for a whole day. Just add in 5 or 10 minutes. Every single week, if you don't get a haircut, add in 5 or 10 minutes. I'm telling you, it'll help lay the hair down, okay? Without grease or pomade, just extra 5 or 10 minutes. That's it. That's all it takes. Okay? That's it. There's no real question like, how do you get your waves so shiny? Okay, my waves are shiny because there's a light right here. Okay, you can have your waves shiny too. First, grow your hair out and get some waves. Okay, stop going to this barber all the time, getting fades, and then you know what? I mean, we got a nice hairline, we got a fade, but we ain't got no waves. And it's summertime, and we ain't got a lot of hair. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all want your waves to be popping and shining right now, you gotta wolf a little bit right now. Gotta let your hair grow, okay? Stop trying to, get all them nice lineups and stuff, and stop with that design stuff. Stop, unless it's the waver at heart, unless it's the heart wave, them kicks and cause I had that too. I had a little part right here. Let me show y'all. Let me show you what that part does. Okay, I had a part right here that went like right there. I had that. See, it messed up that link permanently. Like it permanently messed it up. Like it won't come back. That was like when I was like 9. Yeah, it will not come back. So I just want to precaution y'all young wavers. You're thinking about putting them designs in your hair. It messes up your scalp because it can irritate your scalp depending on how the barber uses them Andes like that, and yeah, it's not coming back. You're gonna have to work a little bit harder. See, I'd be super elite if I hadn't got them parts. I'd be super elite if I hadn't gave up and just started getting fades and a mohawk and getting other hairstyles. So just think about that. If you want to be super elite, put in the work now and just, stay away from the dumb stuff, man. Okay? I want all my wavers to have good hair so black people stand out how we used to be, instead of how we stand out now, like Kodak Black and stuff, it's, come on, black people are clean. Blacks are clean. We shouldn't be wanting to mix with a dirty culture because we're not a dirty culture. We're a clean culture. We the ones that came out with disco and the R&B music and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We should be clean. We should stay true to the game. Stay clean, all right? Okay, white people got rock and roll. We shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so let's go back to our hairstyles, okay? All right, let the white boys use the gel and stuff. Let's go back to using some cream, all right, some oil, okay? Okay. Kodak Black is cool, but you know what I mean? That nigga rich though, so he can go ahead and look the way he wants to look, okay? For all my other brothers that's trying to be rich, it's better to look clean. Okay, trust me. Okay? They're not going to take you seriously. They might take you seriously if you ain't got no money on you, if your waves looking right. Because that shows that you take care of yourself. That shows that you got consistency. Okay? If you ain't got no money and you looking like Kodak Black, ain't nobody going to take you seriously, bro. No. You're fired. Fired before you even hired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay? I'm telling y'all. The waves to get you hired. Okay? Looking like Kodak Black. If you ain't got that money, gonna get you fired. Okay. Alright. So, we about done brushing for the morning. You know, that's about it. It's about 16, 17 minutes. That's what I'm saying. See, it only takes about a good 15, 20 minutes, you know. You know, just do stuff like this to motivate yourself to brush, you know. You know, talk to yourself, pray, you know, put up some YouTube vids, you know. You never know who you're going to motivate, you know what I mean? For real. Yeah, you know, we don't want to do it, but, you know, we got to do it, though, you know. Shoes. So, in the end, hope y'all learned something. You know, I know I'm talking and rambling now. You know, I'm just trying to put some more content on the channel, figure out some different stuff. You know, make sure to like and subscribe, you know, comment, tell me what y'all want to see, you know what I mean? Y'all want to see something different, comment up. If you think the videos could be better, you know, shorter or longer, comment up, you know what I mean? Make sure to follow me on Instagram for more motivational vids, video games, Dragon Ball, you know, anything that's motivational. True to the game, true to the muscle, wave builder, bodybuilder, you know, stuff like that. You can come on my page, find some funny stuff, some memes at Walker's Waves. And, yeah, man, y'all make sure to keep the brush moving. Make sure y'all eating good. Make sure you are drinking a lot of water. Make sure to drink plenty of water, okay? And make sure that while you're wolfing, you keep your hairline straight, okay? Make sure that your hairline stays straight, okay? Because it'll get crooked, and then when you go to the barber, he'll really make it straight by taking it back, and then, you know, now you got to go bald because your hairline messed up. So, it's another tip too. Okay, wavers, watch out for them barbers that take your hairline back because they want you to come back because they done made you a new hairline. Okay, it's not gonna look good when the waves start growing back though. Your hairline back here. All right, so that's something else to think about though. Okay, these barbers tricky. Trust me, I know. I'm one of them, man. Dude come in here with a bad haircut, I'm gonna give him a good haircut. He gonna always come back to me so I can mess him up. Don't let them do that to y'all. Alright. Y'all stay motivated. Hope everybody have a good Monday. Keep the brushes moving. Remember, you can do it. Walker knows the way.